Okay, so we start our Toggenburg Junior Show here. These are our late junior kids. Two really nice does out here, both nice and strong in general appearance, but we got the dairy strength a little more so stamped on this doe in the head of the line. When you put your hands on these two individuals, she's just a little more open ribbed, a little flatter boned, and then when viewed from the rear, she has a little greater height in the scutcheon area. We do want to commend that smoothest of blending of number two. Congratulations to both.
Yeah, daggone, can't get good help anymore.
I tell you, but he's working. We ain't going to fire him yet. Sorry, buddy.
In our Toggenburg Lake Junior Kid class, first place goes to entry 2, PF Farms Blue Raptor, exhibited by Jolene Park. Second place to entry 1, New in View Klondike Splendor, exhibited by the Roger Neuenswander family.
We've started our La Mancha Junior Show here. These are our late junior kids. This is a June 2nd doling, and just a really nice, strong individual here in general appearance. Could stand a little competition, which she's going to have in a few moments when we stack up our junior lineup. But for now, blue ribbon doe. She's sharp and angular, level over the top, has beautiful angulation rear legs as well, and well deserving of this placing. We'll take a look at her again in a few moments. Thank you.
In our La Mancha Late Junior Kid class, first place went to entry 1, Shady Lawn LBC Bahama, exhibited by Hope Hitch, Brooksville, Kentucky.
Okay, so we've got our line up here. These are our early junior dogs here, junior kids. April 1/2. We've got that general appearance going on. Nice uphill stature doe, beautiful angulation rear legs. Similar type does right down the line here, but we just got a little more in this first place doe. She's a little deeper, a little taller, a little longer, and just again, nice openness of ribbing is going to put her over 2. 2/3 in her turn. Again, a little longer in the cannon bone here, so particularly a little higher. Nice stretchy doe here with a nice levelness in the rump area, and then 3/4. We're going to go with the nice smoothest blending in general appearance and body. We're going to grant a little dairy strength back here to this fourth place doe, but again, that levelness in the rump is going to put it on a spot for here to make general appearance 3/4.
In our Toggenburg early junior kid class, first place goes to entry 3, Woods River RFD Ruthless, exhibited by Travis Arney, Avon, Indiana. Second place to entry 5, EV's ESS Snow Boots, exhibited by Brady Westerfield, Greenview, Illinois. Third place to entry 6, Evie's Last Song, exhibited by Brady Westerfield. And fourth place to entry 4, Done Right, Shiny Penny, exhibited by Helen Rowe, Leesburg, Ohio. Shelly Wright, we need your La Mancha, please.
Okay, so in this class here, we're going to start off. These are April kids, 1/2. We have that dairy strength going on in this first place doeling. She's a little sharper in the air of the withers, and also in general appearance, a little less movement in that shoulder area as they travel around the ring is going to put 1/2. We're going to yield to the body capacity of my second place doeling.
In our La Mancha Early Junior Kid class, first place went to entry 4, Moran Stevens Nightlife, exhibited by Randy Adamson, Milton, Wisconsin. Second place to entry 2, LS Acres Synergy Party Girl, exhibited by Jennifer Ellis, Penfield, Illinois.
These are our intermediates. March kids. Going to start off with 1/2. Again, this is a real strong doe in general appearance than it is for that general appearance advantage. Just walking with a little greater length. as far as over the top. And then that dairy strength with the length in the rump area is going to put 1 over 2. Lots of body capacity as far as in the second place doe, and it is for that little greater depth. We're going to grant some body back here to number 2. Then it is for that body capacity advantage deeper back into the flank. That 2 is going up over 3, a little wider in that chest floor. 3 over 4 back to the general appearance with the levelness in the top, particularly in that level rump and dairy strength. 4 over 5 for the advantage in her turn. Stronger in that top, just more level, smoother blend of neck into withers. 5 over 6. Got the body capacity advantage. She's deeper, wider, and just a little stronger in that front end. And 6 over 7 for the advantage in her turn. Uphill stature doe, walking with greater height in the area of the withers, lower in the hip. General appearance, let me see, in 7 over 8 for the advantage in her turn. Again, that's a body capacity strength with the spring of rib. And also a little more general appearance with the smoothness of blending here at shoulders against the chest wall. Then 8 over 9. A nice sharpness in the air of the withers here, nice depth and width throughout in body, and that angulation of rear legs in general appearance is going to put her over 9, 9 then over 10. We have that uphill stature, a little sharper, and then more height in the withers, a little lower in the hips than we see in the doe stand behind her, yielding and granting some body capacity, number 10.
In our Toggenburg Intermediate Kid class, first place goes to entry 15, Devlin Caliber Charlotte, exhibited by Colin Devlin, Pendleton, Indiana. Second place to entry 9, New and View Thunder Roomba, exhibited by Roger New and Swander family, Bern, Indiana. Third place to entry 7, New and View Regal Tansy, exhibited by the Roger New and Swander family. Fourth place to entry 16, Summer Days Peru, Dakota, exhibited by Mike Summerlot, Jasper, Indiana. Fifth place to entry 17, Stoltman Maverick Terry, exhibited by Anna Grace Stoltman, Stanford, Kentucky. Sixth place to entry 8, Summer Days Peru, Doa, exhibited by Mike Summerlot, Jasper, Indiana. Seventh place to entry 13, LWN Eleanor, exhibited by Lucas Wilson, LaPorte, Indiana. Eighth to entry 11, Dunright Newton, exhibited by Helen Rowe, Leesburg, Ohio. Ninth place to entry 12, Prospect Hill SD Cupcake, exhibited by Julie Lucas, Galena, Ohio. And 10th place to entry 14, LWN Jeanette, exhibited by Lucas Wilson, LaPorte, Indiana.
things out again.
Okay, I better stop. Okay, so this is again our La Mancha class here. Intermediates, a really nice strong does here in this class. And starting off with an individual that's just a really nice, tall, upstanding doe. Kind of excels in that general appearance category when you see the way she travels around that ring. And then she has that nice long lean neck to top off that general appearance strings. And then a nice width and depth throughout. So we got all those components together and just a little more over the second place doe here. A strong doe in our second place slot in general appearance as well. It is for that more levelness in the top, particularly in the chine area. That 2 is going to go up over 3. 3 over 4, close placing. I'm going with a little longer bone pattern here on this third place doe. She does have a little more openness of ribbing. Than we see in the doe behind her, and a little smoother blended shoulders against the chest wall than 4. 4 over 5 again for that advantage that she has. Again, back to that general appearance, that smoothness of blending neck into withers, coupling that with the body capacity, that nice spring of rib, width in the chest floor, and the angulation of rear legs is going to put her over the doe that's staying behind her in 5. 5 over 6, a little longer, taller, stretchier doe, picking up a little in dairy strength over this doe that's staying second from the end, and then 6 over 7. For that dairy strength also, when you put your hands on these two does, we just have that a little more flatness of bone here on this 7th place doe over number 8. And again, like to commend that length of body that we have on my 8th place doe, 7th place doe, excuse me.
In our La Mancha Intermediate Kid class, first place goes to entry 5, the and Irish Whiskey. I think that should be the Shady Lawn Irish Whiskey, but we're not sure. Hope Hitch, Brooksville, Kentucky. Second place to entry 8, Moran Zabi Bristol, exhibited by Randy Adamson, Milton, Wisconsin. Third place to entry 9, Fairland Farm Old Cruel Summer, exhibited by Dawn Burr, Napanee, Indiana. Fourth place to entry 7, KECMR Toy Mazel, exhibited by Claire Smith Thompson, St. Paul, Indiana. Fifth place to entry 12, Prospect Hill Princess, exhibited by Julie Lucas, Galena, Ohio. Sixth place to entry 6, KECMR Toy Mona, exhibited by Claire Smith Thompson. And seventh place to entry 11, Prospect Hill Roxanne, exhibited by Julie Lucas, Galena, Ohio.
Okay, in this class of Toggenburg kids, we're going to start off 1/2. She is just one of the most dairy does out here in this class. She's really nice and open rib, flat bone, has a lot of sharpness and angulation throughout, and again travels with a nice uphill stature through as she travels around the ring. Nice openness and arch in the escutcheon. It is for that drill, more dairy strength, sharper, more angular. A little greater freedom from excess fleshing. 1 is going over 2. 2 then over 3. Again, we have a nice depth of body here in this doe. And again, a lot of levelness in the top. I'd like to see her a little more level in the rump, but she does have that nice width in the chest floor. And again, when you put your hands on her, nice spring and openness of ribbing. A little more so than we see in number 3. Similar type doe here. 3 going over 4 for the advantage. Again, a little tighter fitting shoulders against the chest wall. Then we see in my 4th place doe. 4 over 5, just stronger in those 4 legs here, but stronger in general appearance throughout as she travels around the ring and using those legs with a little more angulation and rear leg sit than we see in 5. 5 then going over 6. Again, a close placing here, but we have a little more arch in the escutcheon. Going to yield to the length in the rump area and dairy strength to number 6. 6 over 7 for that advantage in that dairy strength category, just being a little sharper, more angular throughout. 7 over 8, body capacity advantage, just a little deeper than we see in this 8th place doe. 8 over 9, general appearance, higher in the withers and lower in the hips. And then 9 over 10 for the advantage in her turn, just a little smoother in that front end assembly with the shoulders against the chest wall. And a nice angulation of rear legs on number 10.
In our Toggenburg Senior Kid class, first place goes to entry 22, Stoltman Maverick Tay, exhibited by Anna Grace Stoltman, Stanford, Kentucky. Second place to entry 29, Summer Days, Peru, Venezuela, exhibited by Mike Summerlot, Jasper, Indiana. Third place to entry 25, New in View, Future Amelia, exhibited by Roger Neuenschwander and family, Bern, Indiana. Fourth place to entry 28, Woods River FD Nirvana, exhibited by Travis Arney, Avon, Indiana. Fifth place to entry 26, Summer Days, Peru, Totoka, exhibited by Mike Summerlot. Sixth place to entry 30, Devlin T.W. Lena, exhibited by Colin Devlin, Pendleton, Indiana. Seventh place to entry 21, Stoltman Maverick Quinn, exhibited by Anna Grace Stoltman. Eighth place to entry 24, New in View Klondike Lucy, exhibited by the Roger Neuenschwander family. Ninth place to entry 27, PF Farms Dr. Ellie Sadler, exhibited by Bryson Park, Fillmore, Indiana. And 10th place to entry 23, Prospect Hill Pixie Dust, exhibited by Julie Lucas, Galena, Ohio.
class of senior kids. Close placing here between actually these top four does. They're all really showing us a lot of strengths in various areas of the scorecard. 1/2 today. We just have a doe that's just a little longer, taller, and stretchier. Very similar styled individuals here in our first and second place slots. Just a really nice high-headed doe here in first place. Very strong in general appearance on the move. And then coupling that with that nice length of bone and dairy strength that she has, she's going to go over this second place doe. It's just a real balanced individual here in number 2. I love the width and depth she has and still that dairy strength. It is for having a little greater width in that chest floor, a little greater width between the hocks. That 2 is going to go up over 3. Nice high upstanding doe in our third place slot. In a close place between 3 and 4, I am going to go with a little more dairy, a little longer, leaner neck doe, granting a little more width in the chest floor back here to number 4. 4 then going over 5, we have quite handily just that general appearance. She's nice and high in the withers, blends really smoothly over the top and higher in the withers and lower in the hips than we see in number 5. Then 5 over 6 for the advantage in her turn, the dairy strength, a little bit more smooth blended shoulders also, and then more openness and ribbing, yielding to the body capacity of the doe behind her. And then it is for that body capacity that this long, tall, stretchy doe is going over the little February kid behind her.
In our La Mancha senior kid class, first place goes to entry 17, Lee's B. Shiloh, exhibited by Lee Breyer, Gurley, Alabama. Second place to entry 20, Shady Lawn, a Banana Martini, exhibited by Hope Hitch, Brooksville, Kentucky. Third place to entry 19, Lee's B's Jasmine, exhibited by Lee Breyer. Fourth place to entry 18, Ear in V. Bridget Flynn, exhibited by Piper Crooks, Danville, Indiana. Fifth place to entry 16, Fairland Farm O Mango Daiquiri, exhibited by Dawn Burr, Napanee, Indiana. Sixth place to entry 13, Patton Bouquet Farms Miss Kitty, exhibited by Diane Patton, Waynetown, Indiana. And seventh place to entry 15, Polka Dot, exhibited by Briley Benham, Brandenburg, Kentucky. So we do not have any Toggenburg dry junior yearlings. So we need those La Mancha dry junior yearlings to the ring, please.
Okay, we have a single entry in our dry junior yearling La Mancha. It's a June 5th doeling here, nice level top line doe. We're going to give her a blue ribbon, bring her out in a few moments when we select our junior champion. Lots of body capacity on this doe, nice arch and the escutcheon angulation rear leg set. See how she stacks up when we bring her into the junior champion lineup. Congratulations.
In our La Mancha Dry Junior Yearling class, first place goes to entry 21, Jay Havens, Our Wishes Comes True, exhibited by Montana Fed, Henderson, Kentucky.
Okay, the senior dry yearling class here is going to start over the pair of does. It's just a really nice and correct and general appearance, especially in 1/2. Go ahead just a little bit more, please. Okay, have them flap everything right up here. Come on up here a little bit. Up here a little bit. Thank you. Okay, so 1/2, just a tighter, smoother blend of shoulders against the chest wall here in our first place doe. Walking out with an uphill stature, really nice and arched in the escutcheon when viewed from the rear, but it's primarily for that little tighter shoulder, less movement, 1/2. 2/3 in her turn, just a little sharper, more angular, a little more open ribbed. She does have that nice angulation also when viewed from the side here, that depth in the heart, carrying that depth back into the flank, a little more uphill stature, higher in the withers, lower in the hips. A very smooth blended doe here in third. We want to commend her for that smoothest of blending and general appearance. That next blending a little more smoother, neck into withers, is 3/4. 4/5 in her turn, staying with the general appearance, just more levelness over that top. And then again, just showing us that nice smoothness of blending of neck into withers. It's kind of a doe here that's just got a really kind of a strange hair pattern going on here where it just doesn't show to her advantage. But she does have that nice arch in the escutcheon. She's a little wider in the chest floor for that body capacity and still sharp and angular. She in her turn is going over the doe behind her. A nice long stretchy doe. It's the close placing between these two individuals. Then it is higher in the withers, lower in the hips, more dairy strength. This doe here right over the doe that's standing behind her and second from the end, and then a close place between these two does, but just a little more openness and ribbing and dairy strength is putting this doe over the doe behind her, yielding to the body capacity of the doe there.
In our Toggenburg Dry Senior Yearling class, first place went to entry 32, Woods River Martini on Ice, exhibited by Reagan Arney, Avon, Indiana. Second place to entry 35, Mom's B&B Bali, exhibited by Brenda Leitner, Pittsboro, Indiana. Third place to entry 38, New and View Klondike Latte, exhibited by Roger New and Schwander family, Bern, Indiana. Fourth place to entry 34, Done Right A.W. Crystal, exhibited by Helen Rowe, Leesburg, Ohio. Fifth place to entry 36, Woods River Mai Tai on Ice, exhibited by Zoe Norwood, New Cumberland, West Virginia. Sixth place to entry 37, 40 West Farm Lovely Maria, exhibited by Sally Rodeffer, Folkston, Georgia. Seventh place to entry 39, The Park Farms Bingo, exhibited by Bryson Park, Fillmore, Indiana. And 8th place to entry, 41, New and View MT Buttercup, Roger New and Swander family, Bern, Indiana.
Okay, in the senior yearling class, La Mancha is going to start off with a pair of does that are really very similar in type. Lots of strength in general appearance, long level tops here. It is for that little greater length in the rump area and dairy strength. One is going up over two. She does have that little more depth and width throughout, and still really nice and sharp in the area of the withers as she travels around the ring. So those kind of traits bring her up here over the doe that's coming in behind her in two. Two then over three in her turn. A close place between these does as well, but I am seeing just a little more levelness in the top as we travel around the ring here. And the second place doe over number three. Again, just a really nice arch in the escutcheon as well when viewed from the rear. Then three going up over four for the advantage that she has. Just a really nice pliability of skin. When you put your hands on her, she's really nice and open, but it's primarily for the greater width in the chest floor, a little greater depth. This is a bred doe, so we're not talking about having more body capacity, which she does have, but again, it is primarily for that nice depth in the heart, and again, just carrying a nice arch in the escutcheon a little more so than we see in number four. Four then going over five, a body capacity advantage without giving anything up, and dairy strength is just deeper and wider and taller than we see in number five. Five then going over six for her turn. Again, nice depth of body in the heart. Again, a little bit more depth back into the flank than we see in the red doe. Standing in six, six then going over seven for the advantage in her turn for that greater length of body, just the stretchier doe throughout. The black doe here going over the sungal type colored doe for that sharpness in the air, the withers, just picking up in general appearance, again yielding to the body capacity of the sungal doe. Then she in her turn over the red doe for that body capacity and general appearance. She just has a little more correctness and angulation in the rear legs today. Then we see in the red doe behind her. Then the red doe over the white doe here, that's second from the end. A little more levelness in the rump area, particularly in the area of the loin. And then the white doe over the doe behind her, quite handily for body capacity, width, and depth throughout.
In our La Mancha Dry Senior Yearling class, first place went to entry 24, Shady Lawn Tease Me, exhibited by Hope Hitch, Brooksville, Kentucky. Second place to entry 28, Winds of Way, Z Shelby, exhibited by Jordan LaFoon, Lafayette, Indiana. Third place to entry 25, KECMR, Louis V. Juliana, exhibited by Claire Smith Thompson, St. Paul, Indiana. Fourth place to entry 26, KECMR, Louis V. Jensen, exhibited by Claire Smith Thompson. Fifth place to entry 27, Moran R.A. Latin Salsa, exhibited by Randy Adamson, Milton, Wisconsin. Sixth place to entry 30, Shady Lawn Banana Venti, exhibited by Shelley Wright, Harrodsburg, Kentucky. Seventh place to entry 22, Shady Lawn Banana Treat, exhibited by Hope Hitch, Brooksville, Kentucky. Eighth place to entry 29, Winds of Way Bacardi, exhibited by Jordan LaFoon, Lafayette, Indiana. Ninth place to entry 23, Fairland Farm Old Chanel No. 5, exhibited by Dawn Byrne, Napanee, Indiana. And 10th place to entry 14, J. Havens HR Gold Dust Woman, exhibited by Dawn Burr.
Okay, it's been a really nice Toggenburg show here in our junior division. Looking down here at this young doe, again, a really nice, beautiful level top line, nice smooth blended individual here. I really want to commend that smoothness of blending of neck into withers. And when you put your hands on her, she's nice and dairy. Then we have our intermediate kid right up, late junior, early junior here. A little more depth of body here in the second place doe as we'd expect as we kind of move up the ladder in age. So April doeling. And then we have our intermediate kid right here in the middle. Again, a nice level top on the move and strong in general appearance. Senior kid, beautiful dairy strength, sharpness and angulation throughout. And then our dry yearling at the head of the line, a really nice uphill statured doe with, again, that really nice angulation rear legs, really strong in general appearance as well as dairy and body. Looking up and down the line, the doe today in my mind is going to be my junior champion, just kind of covers all those bases quite well. When we look at general appearance, she's uphill, dairy strength, really open and flat boned, and then with that body width and depth throughout. The dry yearling at the head of the line will become a junior champion Toggenburg today. Congratulations. We're going to bring our second place doe over here. It's a really nice doe that's coming up here now in our second place slot. It was pretty close placing between those two does. They both have a lot of body capacity and, again, dairy. Looking a little closer here up and down the line, though, for some other does that kind of fall a little bit more in line with the doe ahead of her. And today for that really nice dairy strength, again, having a little more pliability of skin, a little more flatness of bone. I'm going to go down to the, let's see, the second from the end. I think that's the April kid. She's going to become our reserve junior champion today. Congratulations.
And our junior champion Toggenburg was our dry senior yearling, Woods River Martini on Ice, exhibited by Reagan Arney. Our reserve junior champion is our early junior kid, Woods River FD Ruthless, exhibited by Travis Arney. Congratulations.
Okay, for our junior champion La Mancha here, we're looking at this first place line. A really nice lineup of La Mancha does. It's been a great junior show here this afternoon into the evening. Starting off looking at this little single entry. While she was a single entry, she certainly does hold her own out there when you look at that general appearance. Beautiful angulation rear leg. She's nice and tall and upstanding for her age. And a nice dairy doe as well. Moving up the ladder here to our intermediate. These are junior kids and junior kids. I'm sorry. Late junior, early junior, okay. Then going up to the early junior here with, again, a lot of depth and width throughout. Nice dairy strength. General appearance really excels here in our intermediate, right in the middle. Love that length of body here. Lots of depth and width throughout. The senior kid is, again, a long, stretchy doe. A lot of length of body and nice angulation of rear legs. The one single entry in our the junior yearling. Again, a really nice dairy strength, general appearance. And then our dry yearling at the head of the line. Beautiful uphill stature doe. Kind of looking a little bit closer here between the dry yearling at the head of the line and this let's see, senior kid. Again, as I compare these two does, for the general appearance, the width from thorough to thorough, a little more body capacity with width and depth throughout. The dry yearling at the head of the line will become a junior champion La Mancha today. Congratulations. We're going to try to talk a little louder here so you can hear me. Whoa. Okay, so now we've got our second place dry yearling up there. Is this a really nice competitive doe in her own right as well? She just certainly has that nice body capacity. Kind of, again, comparing her with this lineup, we're looking at this second place senior kid. The second place dry yearling, the senior kid, and then also coming down here to this intermediate. If we kind of stack these three does up together, for that advantage today, again, just that nice width from thorough to thorough, coming up really close here to the doe that just took the champion. I'm going to stay in that division. In the second place dry yearling will become reserved. Congratulations.
And our junior champion La Mancha was our dry senior yearling, Shady Lawn Tease Me, exhibited by Hope Hitch, Brooksville, Kentucky. Our reserve junior champion was our second place dry senior yearling, Winds of Way Shelby, exhibited by Jordan LaFoon, Lafayette, Indiana. Congratulations.
Okay, so in this best three, we're going to start off with this group right here. We're looking for consistency of type in this grouping, and we certainly have it here with these three does. They're nice and wide in the rump area, showing us a lot of correctness in general appearance. They're going to go up over the group right here to my right for just having a little bit more strength in that top line, both on the move as well as at rest. And then 2 going up over 3 for the advantage that they have. Just a little more dairy strength, a little sharper in the area of the withers today overall, putting them over this group. That's 3. And then 3 going up over 4. Again, a nice balanced group here with a lot of width, nice escutcheons here, lots of levelness in the rump. It's going to put them over the group up there. Some really nice does, just not quite the consistency across the board as we have in the other groupings. Okay, so in this class of best three La Mancha, we're going to go right down the line here. We're going to start off with this group on my far left. They're going to be our first place group, going over the group right next to them. Just that nice uniformity of body capacity and still lots of dairy strength on this grouping here. Nice width in the rump areas as well. Going to put them over number 2. 2 then going over 3 in the group over here for the advantage of a little more correctness and angulation of rear leg set and general appearance. Then the group here in 3, and then 3 over 4, we have that little more uphill stature, a little stronger in the top line. It's putting 3 then over the group over here in 4. Boy, they're just having too much fun over there.
I need all those junior champion registration papers so I can do the report of awards.
We're going to start over here with this group on the far end. They're going to be our first place grit. Just really nice and strong in body capacity and also dairy strength. They're going to go over the group down here, the second from the top, second from the end down here on this end. Again, for just having a little bit more dairy strength, a little more arch. Then 2 going up over 3, which is back up here for the advantage. Again, that nice levelness in the top line. Then 3 over 4, which is down here for the advantage. And their turn, just a little more uphill stature does. 4 over 5, we have a little more dairy strength, longer, leaner neck does. And then we're going to congratulate the levelness and top down here. Okay, so we just have the 2 groups here. Both are represented by 3 different dams. A really nice grouping of 6 doelings, but I'm going to go with the group on my far left here. Just have some really nice upstanding does here with a lot of levelness and top line, a little more body to go with that dairy strength. And we're going to commend the nice arches and escutcheon that we have in this group here in 2, excuse me.
We will take just a very short break, 5 to 10 minutes, to get some paperwork caught up. We will need those yearling milkers headed this way. Okay, let's get that Toggenburg in the ring, please. We need the La Mancha yearling milkers. Our La Mancha yearling milkers, please.
To start our junior show here with our yearling milking Toggenburg doe, single entry. It's a nice dairy doe. When you put your hands on her, she's open rib, flat bone. Has a nice level top line as well in general appearance. We're going to give her a blue and bring her back out when we do our selection for senior champion. And she's also first udder.
In our Toggenburg yearling milker class, first place and best udder goes to entry 48, Summer Days Jackson Daytona, exhibited by Mike Summerlot, Jasper, Indiana.
Okay, so in this class, we got our yearling milking La Manchas. We have that advantage today in a memory system with that little greater extension of force, so the udders are going to be 1 and 2 just as they stand. And then we also have the advantage in this first place, though, with that body capacity. She's nice and deep and wide in the chest floor without giving anything up in the dairy strength category. So 1/2, memory and body capacity.
In our La Mancha yearling milker class, first place and best udder goes to entry 35, Shady Lawn, Hollywood Boulevard, exhibited by Hope Hitch. Second place and second best udder goes to entry 34, Shady Lawn Banana Flambe, also exhibited by Hope Hitch.
Okay, in this 2-year-old class, we're going to go with 1/2. We have that memory system advantage, a little more capacity of memory system. Other places are going to be 1 and 2. We do have, again, that general appearance as well on this first place doe, and that she's just a little bit longer bone pattern. Has that dairy strength, that long, lean neck, just a really nice, balanced individual throughout. Then 2 going over 3, a little closer placing. I'm going with just a little more dairy strength on this second place doe. I'd like to see a little more capacity perhaps, but again, a really nice overall area of udder support. And then coupling that with a nice openness of ribbing, she is going to go over this long body doe standing behind her in 3, yielding to the body capacity of 3. 3 then over 4, again, just smoother and more level in the rump area, picking up in general appearance. Excuse me. And then we have a general appearance again on 4/5, just a little stronger in those rear pasterns, a little more smoother blended neck into withers throughout. Single entry here in this 2-year-old class. This is the first freshman, but this is a doe that could stand some competition. Again, as I see it a couple times throughout these single entries, and this is one of them. She has really nice memory. She'll get her first place memory as well. And that really nice dairy doe. She's open rib, flat boned. And we'll kind of take a look at her again when we see her stacked out for our senior champion in a few moments. Thank you.
In our Toggenburg 2-year-old class, first place and best udder goes to entry 53. New in View MT Amazing Grace, exhibited by Roger Neuenswander, Bern, Indiana. Second place and second best udder to entry 50. Nestor Acres Paradise City, exhibited by Travis Arney, Avon, Indiana. Third place to entry 49. New in View MT Awesome Naomi, exhibited by the Roger Neuenswander family. Fourth place to entry 51, Summer Days PT Fairy Nakeda, exhibited by Mike Summerlot, Jasper, Indiana. And fifth place to entry 52, Summer Days Centurion Florisa, also exhibited by Mike Summerlot. In our La Mancha 2-year-old class, first place and best udder went to entry 36, Shady Lawn Color Me Envious, exhibited by Hope Hitch.
Okay, our 3-year-old udders will be 1 and 2. Going to start off with our first place doe. She does have that first udder, a little more proper placement of teat when viewed from the rear and the side, and then coupling that with a nice dairy strength advantage over a doe that's picking up in the body capacity. So we've got the mammary and just a nice uphill stature, long level top line doe here, and dairy strength as well with that nice long lean neck and that length and levelness in the rump area. 2 then going over 3, we have an advantage today, just a little greater height, the rear udder, a nice openness of ribbing as well in dairy strength. And stronger in the chine area today on the move over number 3. 3 then over 4, general appearance, more correctness and angulation in the rear legs, just walking a little bit more smoothly around that mammary system as well today with a little more proper placement when viewed from the side of the teats and the mammary over this longer body doe stand behind her in 4. 4 then over 5, again a little more length of body throughout. Would like to see a little more strength in that rear leg set, but again for that nice length of body, she is going over the doe behind her. And then we have a second freshener going up over a first freshener doe, again for that body capacity, the capacity of mammary system. This is a real nice little doe here in our slot here, just first freshening, kind of starting on this. Like to see her a little more balanced with the capacity of mammary system given due regard to size of animal, but really nice strong dairy doe, uphill statured as well. Congratulations. Okay, in this class here, we got a single entry, 3-year-old, third freshener. Beautiful mammary system on this doe. When you look at her from the rear, she has a nice, strong medial suspensory ligament, beautiful capacity of udder, muscle width throughout in the body, and dairy strength as well. So she's a real standout little doe, and we'll see how she stacks up when we bring her back out. Certainly could stand some more competition, and we'll see what that happens. Congratulations.
In our Toggenburg 3-year-old class, first place and best udder goes to entry 59, New in View MT Knockout, exhibited by the Roger New and Swander family, Bern, Indiana. Second place and second best udder goes to entry 58, Sumlot 2 Jackson Miracle, exhibited by Mike Summerlot, Jasper, Indiana. Third place to entry 54, Wildhoof Acres Hurricane Miami, exhibited by Hope Mann, Salina, Ohio. Fourth place to entry 57, Sumlot 2 Jackson Tessa, exhibited by Mike Summerlot. Fifth place to entry 55, Parks Mine 2, exhibited by Bryson Park, Fillmore, Indiana. And sixth place to entry 56, Nestor Acres CD Revelry, exhibited by Sally Rodeffer, Folkston, Georgia. And in our La Mancha 3-year-old class, first place and best udder went to entry 37, KECMR Bora Scarlet, exhibited by Claire Smith Thompson, St. Paul, Indiana.
Okay, in this class of 4-year-olds, going to start off 1 over 2. We do have that mammary system advantage in our first place doe when you see that capacity of mammary, that extension to forudder, and height to rear, coupling that with a nice dairy strength as well. She's going to yield to the body capacity of my second place doe. This is a really nice strong doe. I'd just like to see a little more capacity to go with the body that she has today, but again, certainly smooth blended with a lot of general appearance strengths.
In our Toggenburg 4-year old class, first place and best stutter went to entry 60, Nestor Acres Loofah, exhibited by Reagan Arney. Second place and second best stutter went to entry 61, Grand Champion Summer Days Jackson Valerie, exhibited by Mike Summerlot.
Okay, in this class of 4-year-olds, those here are starting off 1 over 2. We do have that capacitive memory system. Udder placings are 1 and 2. That nice extension of forerudder, certainly a nice overall area of attachment here, coupling that with a nice body and general appearance. But it's primarily that memory system advantage that's going to put 1 over 2. In our La Mancha 4-year-old class, first place best stutter goes to entry 39, Shady Lawn Banana Crisp, exhibited by Hope Hitch. Second place and second best stutter goes to entry 38, Hillbilly Lane Farm Mile, exhibited by Piper Crooks. This age doe class going to start off 1/2. We do have the mammary system advantage in this first place doe, in that she's just carrying a little more capacity in that mammary system, a little more balance to the halves of the udder. It's a 6-year-old, then a 7-year-old doe right behind her. Again, for that little greater capacity of mammary system. Udder places are going to be 1 and 2. We do have that nice depth of body here on this first place doe as well. And then 2 going up for 3 in the mammary system. While we really like the capacity of mammary we have in this third place doe, there's just a little more proper placement of teat and udder floor here on their second place doe, which makes her second udder. Then 3 going up over 4 in her turn, that extension to 4 udder in the mammary system. A little smoother blended in 4 over the doe behind her, and 5, and then body capacity and capacity of mammary system is putting the doe second from the end over the doe behind her.
In our Toggenburg 5 and over class, first place and best udder went to entry 65, Nestor Acres MTO Relentless, exhibited by Travis Arney, Avon, Indiana. Second place and second best udder went to entry 66, New in View Jericho Talassi, exhibited by the Roger Neuenschwander family. Third place to entry 63, Cherish, exhibited by the Roger Neuenschwander family. Fourth place to entry 64, Summerdays Troubadour Vivian, exhibited by Mike Summerlot. And fifth place to entry 62, Stoltman's Ivans Talia, exhibited by Anna Grace Stoltman.
Okay, 5-year-old fourth freshener, again first udder on this doe, obviously. A nice uphill stature doe. Really nice in dairy as well. We're going to commend her for the dairy strength. And as soon as she gets finished, we'll just congratulate her also for her first udder. We'll take another look at her in a few moments when we do our selection in our lineup for Grand Champion. Thank you. Oh, not done yet. See, this thing gets a litter box.
In our La Mancha 5 and over class, first place and best udder goes to entry 40, Lee's Bee Sage, exhibited by Lee Breyer, Gurley, Alabama.
Okay, so in this class of dries here that have been freshened in the past, we're going to start off with a 7-year-old, then we have a 4-year-old. Then let's see, this one here is a 7 years old, then your doe 6 years old, and then a 9-year-old. So again, lots of age out here. Still, all these does are showing us a really nice, strong general appearance. But this 7-year-old at the top of the line just kind of carries the class for that width from thurl to thurl over the doe behind her, the 4-year-old doe. Just a really nice, strong doe in general appearance throughout. And then for that greater width from thurl to thurl, she is going to go up over number 2, which is a really smooth blended doe, beautiful front end assembly. It is for that little more dairy strength and that longer, leaner neck that she in her turn is going to go over the doe behind her. Then we have the 7-year-old going up over the 6-year-old doe, stronger over the top line, particularly in the chine, so picking up in general appearance. And then a little more correctness and angulation to her legs is going to put the 6-year-old over the 9-year-old behind her. She also a little longer, leaner neck doe as well. Want to commend the depth of body as well as the strength of pasterns on this 9-year-old doe sitting behind the doe. Let's do it ahead of her. Okay, my pleasure. Thank you.
In our Toggenburg Dry Doe class, first place goes to entry 69, Grand Champion Summer Days Czar Von Tisha, exhibited by Mike Summerlot. Second place to entry 67, Neuenview Cowboy Edelweiss, exhibited by Roger Neuenschwander family. Third place to entry 70, Parks Togs Calves Jupiter, exhibited by Jolene Park. Fourth place to entry 68, Noble Springs PT Tara, exhibited by Jolene Park. And fifth place, entry 71, Parks Tog Storms Juniper, exhibited by Bryson Park.
In this class of dries that have freshened in the past, we are going to go with 1/2. We have an advantage today in, again, a little more angulation of the rear legs, that little more width from thurl to thurl as well, and then certainly a nice openness of ribbing. Want to, again, commend the smoothness of blending that we have in the 5-year-old right here in the middle with that nice neck into withers. It is for that age and maturity, a little more body capacity and more smoothness of blending than the general appearance that the 5-year-old is going over the second freshening 3-year-old behind her. Want to commend the pliability of skin that we have on our 3-year-old second freshener.
In our La Mancha Dry Doe class, first place goes to entry 43, Manzanita Farm Banana Banshee, exhibited by Hope Hitch. Second place to entry 42, KECMR Inspired Jada, exhibited by Claire Smith Thompson. And third place to entry 41, Sea Faithfulness Rue, exhibited by Renee Borowski.
It's a nice lineup here for our Toggenburg Senior Champion. We have our dry doe at the head of the line. This was a 7-year-old doe, a nice uphill statured individual, beautiful angulation rear legs. Just like to see her, again, to be a little more competitive to be in milk, but again, a really nice, strong 7-year-old doe at the head of the line. Then we start with our 6-year-old right behind her in milk. She's been fresh 5 times, but with the milk through. And then again, a really nice strong doe in general appearance, as noted by that nice level top. And again, a really nice dairy doe when you put your hands on her, and a nice mammary system as well. One of the standout mammaries here overall is on this 4-year-old fourth freshman. When you look at that extension to 4, the capacity and shape to udder, a really nice dairy doe as well on this 4-year-old fourth freshener. 3-year-old second freshener right behind her, really full uphill statured individual, nice profile doe, as well as when you see her from the rear, the nice height to rear udder. This first freshening 2-year-old doe is just a doe that really captured my eye in her class for that. Just the ease of motion, the way she travels around that ring. She just kind of floats there. Just a beautiful mammary system as well. And again, certainly a lot of length of body and a really beautiful individual. And then our yearling first freshener also down here, just kind of starting on her path. Again, a really nice dairy doe. Looking up and down the line, we've got a number of does that we can kind of look at a little closer. I have to say I really like this 2-year-old, and taking a closer look at her, even though she is a first freshener, really want to give her a shout out because she's a really beautiful, long-bodied individual. Looking up the line here, we've got some does that are just showing us a little more evidence of production as far as having that age of maturity about them. When we put it all together, the doe that I'd like to see, perhaps a little bit more capacity and memory system, but she's a real strong doe in general appearance, and a very uphill stature doe. And that'll be the 7-year-old doe here right at the head of the line that's going to be my grand senior champion today. Congratulations. I'm going to bring this doe over here next. As we look up and down the line now, we've got a little bit closer place in between this 4-year-old fourth freshener, not taking any away from the doe that just come in, and then this 2-year-old down here. I'm really taking a close look at these two does as we go back and forth. For the general appearance, the body capacity, and just the right nice overall area of attachment, I am going to go to this 2-year-old doe and should become my reserve champion today. Congratulations.
And our Toggenburg Senior Champion is our age doe, Nestor Acres MTO Relentless, exhibited by Travis Arney. Our reserve senior champion is our 2-year-old, Newen View MT Amazing Grace, exhibited by Roger Neuenswander and family. Congratulations. Let's not forget that we do show for overall grand here, so we will need those junior champion animals back in a few minutes.
Okay, this has been a really beautiful La Mancha show. I really appreciate all these great exhibitors bringing out their animals today. In this lineup, we have a 7-year-old at the head of the line. This is our dry doe, and she's just a really nice, strong doe in general appearance. She has that really nice level top line doe. Level top line and a nice width, and still really dairy. We just like to see her in milk today to kind of be a little more competitive. Then as we look here, we've got our 5-year-old fourth freshener, a really nice uphill stature doe with a really nice smoothness of blending of rear udder and a long length of body here with this 5-year-old fourth freshener. Then we have our 4-year-old fourth freshener right behind her, lots of width and depth throughout, and again, a really nice capacity of memory system on her. Then we have our 3-year-old third freshener, again, a really strong doe in the memory system as well when you look at that height and width, the rear and placement of teat and udder floor. The 2-year-old, again, a really nice doe with the correct dairy strength as far as that long lead neck and openness of ribbing, and a nice extension to 4. And then our yearling first freshener, a lot of body, and again, a really nice overall area of udder support. Kind of looking a little closer here at this group right in the middle between this 5-year-old doe, the 4-year-old, and the 3-year-old doe. And as we kind of look at these individuals, certainly love that depth of body and length that we have on the 5-year-old, also the length and depth that we have on that 4-year-old doe. Today, however, for the overall area of udder attachment, the strength of medial, and the height and width, 3-year-old was going to become my champion today. Congratulations. That was a single entry there in that class. It was a really beautiful doe here. Again, looking a little closer as we compare now this 5-year-old to the 4-year-old doe. We just have that capacity and memory system up there in that 5-year-old fourth freshener. She just got all that width and depth throughout. And the 5-year-old fourth freshener will be my reserve champion today. Congratulations.
And our senior champion La Mancha is the 3-year-old KECMR Bora Scarlet, exhibited by Claire Smith Thompson, St. Paul, Indiana. Our reserve senior champion was our 5 and over doe, Lee's Bees Sage, exhibited by Lee Breyer, Gurley, Alabama. Congratulations. We need our junior and senior champion Toggenbergs to show for grand champion.
This is our formality here. We've got our junior champion, reserve junior champion, smiling Reagan. There you go. I like that. Okay. Out here in this lineup against our senior champions. And again, really love these young does here. We just have them right, I think, where they should be. Looking at the general appearance on this junior champion, beautiful angulation rear legs. And again, a lot of width and depth and still dairy. And same with our reserve on the other side there, but we do have these two older does up here, this beautiful 7-year-old and the 2-year-old doe. Again, strong in mammary systems as well. I'm going to stay up there in the senior division. The doe here at the head of the line, 7-year-old will become my overall grand champion, and the 2-year-old right there will be my reserve grand champion. Congratulations. Beautiful 4 grouping of Toggenburg does.
And our grand champion Toggenburg is Nestor Acres MTO Relentless, exhibited by Travis Arney. Our reserve grand champion Toggenburg is New and View MT Amazing Grace, exhibited by the Neuenschwander family. Congratulations.
Freshen a whole lot of yearlings. I don't like yearlings. Well, I mean, I do like them, sort of, but they're kind of like teenage mothers, Dan. When I was making money off of it, like a dairy, they all freshen.
Yeah.
But then when I just milk them, it's like I freshen a few because they're like, "Where's the milk stand? What am I supposed to do?"
Well, yeah, in the farm that I'm on right now, they have the Sonnens and the Sables. Maybe not freshman, they're kids. I mean,
Really?
they're the yearlings in the creek. By the time they're first freshman 2-year-old.
Yeah. Now, see, when I dairied, when we had a dairy, all the yearlings freshened unless they were born like April, mid-April, late April, and then or later, and that's because those kids a lot of times weren't big enough, and I like to freshen early. But then it's about money.
Yeah,
We just lose money with show goats, you know that.
I know, it's out the door. But what a joy. Look at here, what a joy. Okay, you just forgot about this. Okay, here we got our reserve up here, the junior. So we got our champion, junior champion, and reserve junior champion out here. And again, 2 really nice young does, and really happy to see them out here competing. But we do have these 2 older does ahead of them, the 3-year-old and the 5-year-old doe. And again, just a really nice grouping of 4 La Manchas. But I'm going to stay in the placing here. Senior champion will become overall grand champion, and reserve senior champion will become reserve grand champion. Congratulations to both of you.
Darn, thought I had.
I know. Well, next year.
And our grand champion La Mancha is KCMR Boris Scarlet, exhibited by Claire Smith Thompson. Our reserve grand champion La Mancha is Lee's B Sage, exhibited by Lee Breyer. Congratulations.
Best udder of breed here. We have a 6-year-old and a 4-year-old, 3-year-old, 2-year-old, and yearling. Today, for my best udder of breed, I've got to go to this 4-year-old fourth freshener. She just had that extension to 4. She has a lot of capacity of memory system and a really nice overall area of udder support. She's going to be my best udder today. Looking for a reserve here. It's a kind of a close placing between this age doe and the 3-year-old doe. We've got two really nice individuals out here, and today, for just having today a little more fullness and balance to the memory system with a little greater extension to 4, this stone doe right here is going to become reserved best udder today. Congratulations to all of you.
And our best uttered Toggenburg was our 4-year-old Nestor Acres MT Lufa, exhibited by Reagan Arney. Our second best uttered Toggenburg was our 3-year-old Neuenview MT Knockout, exhibited by the Roger Neuenswander family. Congratulations.
Okay, looking at this lineup, we have some really beautiful memory systems given due regard to the ages of these animals, number of lactations. Pretty uniform. They have really nice, proper placement of teat when viewed from the rear, pretty much right where they should be. And again, I'm taking a little closer look here at this 3-year-old doe that was my champion and this 5-year-old doe that was a reserve. It gets down to the fact that I just, today, I'm just feeling a little more lateral attachments here, a little greater width to rear udder with those lateral attachments on that 3-year-old doe, and then she's going to become my best udder today on the breed. Congratulations. Taking her off to the side, looking at the remainder for the beautiful texture of memory system, the capacity that she had in her turn, and again, another lactation under her belt with a beautiful placement of teat and udder floor. The 5-year-old doe that was reserve is going to come up here for reserve. Congratulations.
And our best udder La Mancha was our 3-year-old KECMR Bora Scarlet, exhibited by Claire Smith Thompson. Our second best uttered La Mancha was the age doe Lee's Bees Sage, exhibited by Lee Breyer. Congratulations.
Two dairy herds out here, and again, very competitive individuals up down the line. Today for having just, again, a little more uniformity as far as in general appearance, a nice front end assemblies, a little bit more smoother blended neck and withers consistently across the line, and that height to rear, one is going up over two. Okay, we have a single entry here in our La Mancha dairy herd. Again, these four does could, again, stand some competition and still, I think, do well in this dairy herd competition for uniformity of memory systems when you look at the placement of teat capacity. And we're going to give them a blue here as well. You got the blue ribbon first place dairy herd. We think that there's 5 other breeds groups behind you, okay? There, still got it. Congratulations. Okay, so in this lineup, best three today for having that really nice, strong memory systems, a little more age here, and still nice extensions to 4. I'm going to start with the group in the front here. They'll be my best 3 here. And again, a close placing here between our second place groups, but I'm going to go over here to my second place group. We just have, again, that nice uphill stature dose here with the nice capacity in the memory systems. They're going to come up over the group on my far end here. A little more strength in general appearance overall in the group. So it's 1, 2, and 3.
As our last class of La Manchas is coming in the ring for the night, I'd like to take an opportunity to recognize our premier breeder, premier exhibitor of our 2023 La Mancha show. Both of those awards this year are going to go to Miss Hope Hitch. Congratulations.
Okay, so we got best 3, and you got the best 3, you got the banner, you got the whole thing. This puts a little kahuna top on this beautiful grouping of best 3 does. Congratulations. Congratulations, Hope. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Cute little.
Uh-huh. Competitive Toggenburg show here. We've had some group classes that kind of go back and forth here, depending on the compositions. But today, having that, this is a Getz of Sire competition. Both are represented by three different dams. And we have, again, a little more capacity of memory system consistently over here on my right side. And they're going to be the first place get over the group on my left.
I apologize for holding you all up. I would like to announce you all are the premier exhibitor and the premier breeder of our Toggenburg show. That is the new and Swander family. Congratulations.